Hello there, Beehive Design Collective members. My name is Claire Jacobetian, and I'm about to graduate in a couple months with a degree in visual arts and environmental studies. And after that, I think it would be amazing if I could come and work with you guys. So, here are my 20 questions. Have you had experience with living or working in a collective or a cooperative? What would you like to do differently next time? I've worked with a few collectives, mostly during the summers over the last 3 years. A couple of summers ago, I lived at Emerald Earth Eco Village, which is an intentional community that's consensus run in Northern California. I was there for 2 months doing a natural building apprenticeship, and in addition to spending 5 days a week doing natural building, I also cooked meals for the community and participated in weekly community meetings. And I've been involved to some extent with other collectives also for about a month or two each. In 2006, I spent a month at the Common Ground Collective in New Orleans, doing some administrative work and also working with the bioremediation program. Last summer, I spent a couple of months at another consensus-run organization, the Deep Roots Animal Sanctuary, which is in Indiana, last summer. So I've had some really good experiences with these groups. I've been able to work on some smaller self-contained projects, as well as contributing to an ongoing project or vision of the organization. And in general, the biggest thing that I would want to be able to do differently is to be involved for a lot longer. As it is, I haven't been able to have the type of investment in either the group or the local community that I would have liked. And I feel a lot like I've been living my life in these 4-month segments for the past several years, because I've either been doing things during the summers or I've been involved in a project at school for 1 semester and then, had a long break before the next semester. And it's been hard to have the type of continuity that I would like. And I'm at a stage where I really would like to be able to be a lot more invested in a project and dedicated to it for a longer period of time. 2, are there self-education, apprenticeship, or college experiences you've had that you'd like to continue focusing on? My natural building apprenticeship 2 summers ago had a big impact on me. I've continued to use the skills that I learned there and have been able to teach them to others. And right now I'm studying green building at school along with visual art. I'm not sure if at any point I'll try to pursue natural building as a full-time endeavor, but I know that I'll at least continue to do smaller projects in my free time. 3, what kinds of experiences have you had with teaching others? As I mentioned, I've taught natural building techniques to other people. I've taught both one-on-one and to groups, including kids at summer camp, and to adults and groups of mixed ages at work parties. And I've also led a few screen printing workshops for fellow students at school. I've never been self-employed. 5, does operating on little money stress you out? I'm a pretty frugal person generally, and although I can get a bit anxious when I really don't have any money and don't know when in the future I'll be able to have money, but I think that I'm pretty good at budgeting and relying on myself for entertainment more than expensive things to do that for me. 6, what types of expenses and considerations beyond housing and food do you have that would make being a full-time volunteer difficult for you? I usually end up going to the doctor a couple times a year, although I don't have any big chronic illnesses, I do usually get some kind of respiratory or sinus infection once or twice a year. So I would like to know that I can go to the doctor if I have to, and also be able to talk to a couple of people on the phone somewhat regularly. But those are really my two biggest foreseeable expenses.